Fire in the hole, let's cook some beef. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard. Happy New Year 2018. What we got here is a sirloin tip roast of beef. The butcher has already got this wrap on it, and he didn't really take off as much as the silver skin as I would have. But it's still a nice piece of meat, a very inexpensive piece of meat. We've got it skewered up for the rotisserie, and I'm going to make an herb crusting for it. So stay tuned, I'll show you how we get that done. So to make the herb crusting for the roast beef, first thing we're going to, in my Ninja chopper, we're going to put a dozen cloves of garlic, 12 cloves of garlic. That's the base for that herb crusting. And we're also going to put the traditional herbs, which is to say parsley. We've got some of this nice fresh parsley here. About, oh I don't know, it's about 2 tablespoons of parsley. Parsley. What's next? Sage. Parsley, sage. Parsley, sage. We got some fresh sage that we're going to cut up and stick in the Ninja food chopper. I want to try and kind of take the stems off of it and just get the leafy part of the sage in there. That stuff smells good, boy, let me tell you what. Let me cut off the leafy parts of the sage and put that in there. You see where I'm going with this? Parsley, sage. What's the rest of it? Anybody know? It's a mnemonic for a witch's spell. That's what it is. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. You should never sing, Root Boy. Never. Never, ever should you sing. Not ever. So let me get my sage in there. I need a little bit more than that, I think. I'm trying to get the stems off of it and just the leaf part of the sage. We want the sage to be well represented in our herb crusting. Next comes rosemary. Rosemary is an excellent spice. We got some fresh rosemary. We're going to cut some of that up, although we don't really need to because the Ninja chopper will chop that up. I want to take some of the bigger part of the stems off there and try to get just the leaves of the rosemary. What I should do is go like this. That's the way to get the leaves off the rosemary, right there. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and stop singing. Stop singing. Don't sing. You can't sing, so don't sing. I used to wish you could sing, now I wish I could. That's not how it goes. Anyway, get some rosemary in there. Quite a bit of that. Rosemary. There we go. Parsley, sage, rosemary. One more. One more rosemary. Now let's make it 2 more. 2 more rosemary leaves. Just the leaves, if we can get it. Okay, and the last part of this is thyme. Got some fresh thyme. We'll throw some fresh thyme in the chopper. Get that open. You can do this like the rosemary as well. Get the leaves off the stem. It takes forever though. So what I like to do is just throw the whole thing in there, you know. I don't care. I got time. You want the stems? There goes my knife. Oh, good. Right to the bushes. Come back. Now let me get the thyme off the stem. Boy, that smells good already. Get it in my Ninja chopper, and then we'll show you what we're going to do with that. So stay tuned. Okay, I've got the herbs packed up in the Ninja. We're going to add a little bit of the old Tsang stir-fry oil, which is going to homogenize this and give it a great, if it didn't have it already, garlic flavor. Let me tell you what, with 12 cloves of garlic, it better have a garlic flavor. But this will get it to help it to stick to our roast beef. So let me get some of that. When you first open the bottle of Tsangs, it's hard to come out of there. Get a couple of tablespoons of Tsangs in there. Get that chopped up. This thing is noisy, I know, but it's this is a great tool. I love this thing. Let's chop up our herbs. And that's it. The herb crusting is done. Let's get it on the meat. Get it on the rotisserie. Stay tuned. Okay, so now I'm going to take my sirloin tip roast and I'm going to poke some holes in him. Like one there. I'm going to take a clove of garlic and insert it right into the hole. to make I've got about 8 cloves of garlic, so I'm going to strategically place some cloves around him and in him. Some garlic inserted into the sirloin tip roast. It's going to be good. You'll see. It's going to be good. Get another one over here, then I'll flip them over and put some on the other side. Get one right there. Flip them. Cut into his other side with some garlic. What's better than garlic? I sure don't know anything except bacon, maybe. Bacon garlic, that would be good. There's something for you to work on, Aaron. Get some bacon garlic stuff going. Get our garlic inserted into the tip roast. There we go. Got it done. One more right about here. Right in a nice fatty pocket of him. There isn't much fat on him, to be honest. Okay, then we'll take some Tsang stir-fry oil and slather him down good with some Tsangs. That gives it even more garlic flavor. So if you don't think this thing is garlicky enough, you just don't know what's what. Now we're going to take our herb mixture and paste it all over him. That stuff's good, boy. You should smell that. I wish you could smell it. I really do. Let's get that pasted on him good. On all sides of him. That's where that netting kind of helps a little bit, because it helps to retain that the stuff and keep it from falling off as it's rolling around on the rotisserie. Okay, yeah, that's looking good already, boy. That's got that green stuff going, boy. How's that look? Let me do the other side, then I'll get them on the rotisserie and I'll show you what that looks like. I'm cooking some acorn squash along with that. And stay tuned for a chance to win some Tango Joe's spice. So stay tuned. My herb crusted sirloin tip is on the rotisserie spinning. Takes about an hour to cook that thing, and those acorn squash over there you might notice. The way I prepare those is I hit them with some Tsang stir-fry oil and some Tango Joe's Midnight Espresso, which is probably the best spice blender you can get for vegetables and fruit. And if you want to win some Tango Joe's spices, leave me a nice comment in the comment section of this video, and I'll pick a winner, a random winner for our first New Year's giveaway of the year 2018. For our first video of the year 2018 is herb crusted sirloin beef tip. He's looking good already. Looks good enough to eat, doesn't it? Okay, stay tuned. We're going to drink a beer, and then we're going to take a taste of that sirloin beef tip. So stay tuned. My beef sirloin tip is done, and you can hear the garbage guys in the background. So let's get to the beer today. Today's beer is from the Darwin Brewing Company, Pirate Pils. It's a Pilsner. Talks a little bit about it on here. It says, an authentic German Pilsner brewed with noble hops, customary to Bavarian tradition. Now it says here it pairs with chicken, salmon, salad, and Asian cuisine, but we're going to pair it today with some beef, some awesome beef tri-tip that we're going to cut into in a minute. Letting it rest. Carryover cooking is going to bring it up to a medium rare, I hope. And we're going to pour out this German Pils. Pirate Pils, looking good. Looking really good. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful Pilsner right there. That's Pirate Pils from the Darwin Brewing Company. I wonder why they call it the Darwin Brewing Company. I don't know. Where's it even located at? Andean influenced beers. Where is Darwin Brewing Company? I don't know. I didn't do any research on this, so I couldn't tell you where Darwin Brewing Company is, but let's take a sniff of that Pilsner. It looks really good. Ah, it smells great. You can smell the hops and barley, baby. That's what goes in beer, hops and barley. Let's quaff the froth off it, Roll. What do you think? And that's delicious. An awesome Pilsner. Let's carve into our roast. Let me get that roast front and center. He should have been rested enough. He's all nicely, what would you call that? Herb crusted, I guess. So let's cut off some of that roast. He's juicy as can be. Let's cut the end of it off right here. Slice into him. Of course, you know the end's going to be a little bit too done, but he's juicy as hell. Let's cut a little further in. Oh yeah, looking good. Get a little further, and I stopped it at 120, but he might have went too far. For my taste, I like it a little bit more rare than that, but it looks really good. Look at that garlic that I inserted in there. Here's a slice for you. Yeah, it might have went a little too far. It's kind of juicy though. Kind of juicy, a little bit medium rare-ish. I'm going to cut off a piece and have a taste of that. Looks good to me. Some of that herb crusting kind of fell off of there, but that's okay. It's no big deal. How's that look? Pretty good, huh? Let me put that in my mouth. Mmm, delicious. Top-notch beef, tender and delicious. Let me tell you what, that's a good piece of beef there. And that garlic really enhances it, and the herb crusting. So anyway, babies, that's my video. You know what I always say. If you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go up here and check out Everyday Barbecue. Dude's got a cool channel. I think I've given him a shout out before, but I want to do it again. Just in case I didn't, I gotta have another piece of that. Look at that meat, it's beautiful. Ah, it's delicious. Tender as it can be. So subscribe to me. Go up and check out Everyday Barbecue. I might be saying that wrong. It might be Everyman Barbecue or Everyday. It's something. Anyway, you'll see the iCard. Click on the iCard and go to his channel and subscribe. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but I bet you we drink a beer. And this is good. This is awesome. For such an inexpensive piece of meat, this turned out beautiful. So thanks for watching, baby. See you next week. Bye.